Hello, and we're working with radical expressions and operations. Right now we're really just going to worry about adding and subtracting because it's really the same operation. We're just adding negatives. Now remember, if we had 3x plus 4x, we'd add the coefficients and we say that that is 7x. So if we substitute a radical expression in for that variable, 3 times the square root of 2 plus 4 square root of 2, we're going to be left with 7 times the square root of 2. So we only add the coefficients. We only add the coefficients. So for example, if we have 6 times the square root of 5 plus 2 times the square root of 5 minus 3 times the square root of 5, well, 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 minus 3 is 5. We have 5 times the square root of 5. We don't mix things inside and outside of the radical, we just add the coefficients. And we can only combine like radicals. So for example, we see here 7 times the square root of 2 plus 8 times the square root of 11 minus 4 times the square root of 11 minus 6 times the square root of 2. Why don't we rewrite this? We can say 7 times the square root of 2 minus 6 times the square root of 2 plus 8 times the square root of 11 minus 4 times the square root of 11. Now we can combine 7 square root of 2 minus 6 square root of 2 and get 1 times the square root of 2. 8 square root of 11 minus 4 square root of 11 plus 4 square root 11, and that's all we can do. That is as far as we can simplify. Now, sometimes we must simplify the radical first. So for example, if we have the square root of 8 plus the square root of 12 plus the square root of 18, we're going to take and we see the square root of 8, that's 4 and 2, and 4 is 2 times 2, so we have a pair of 2's with 2. So 2 times the square root of 2, 12 we have 4 and 3, we have a pair of 2's, plus 2 times the square root of 3. Let's see, 18 we have 9 and 2, and 9 is a pair of 3's. So we have plus 3 times the square root of 2. Now, when we can only combine like terms, so 2 plus 3, we get 5 times the square root of 2 plus 2 times the square root of 3, and it is okay that we have 2 terms left. Now we see we have 4 times the square root of 5 minus 2 times the square root of 20. 20 we see as 4 times the square root of 5. 4 is 2 and 2, so we have 4 times the square root of 5 minus 2 now times 2 times 2 times the square root of 5 right there. And we take these and we have 4 times the square root of 5 minus, this is now 4 times the square root of 5, and that is a big ol' 0. Now, on our practice, which is worksheet radical addition and subtraction practice, which is found on the website, doing one, because that's always what I do, negative 2 squared root of 6 minus 3 squared root of 6. Square root of 6 can't be simplified any further. Minus 2, or negative 2 minus 3, that becomes minus 5, or negative 5 times the square root of 6, and that's it. I went through this fast, but I hope we get it. Rewatch if you have to, ask some questions, shoot me an email. See you tomorrow.